Many people, events, ideas, and documents we learned about world history this year impacted me. Some of them are Adolf Hitler, Paul Warfield Tibbets Jr., World War One, the Industrial Revolution, the Enlightenment, freedom of speech, the Declaration of Independence, and the Treaty of Versailles. Some of these impacted my culture, some impacted the country I live in, and some impacted the things I use today. Many of them also impacted who I want to be. Two people that have greatly impacted me are Adolf Hitler and Paul Warfield Tibbets Jr. Adolf Hitler has greatly impacted my way of thinking. The inaction of the majority of the German citizens and Allied powers let Hitler take power. Learning about this taught me that I should take action on even the smallest problems to prevent a bigger one from showing up. In the future, I want to become a police officer so I can stop small problems to prevent big ones from showing up. Paul Warfield Tibbets Jr. greatly impacted my culture. He was the commander of the team that dropped the nuclear bomb on Japan, ultimately ending World War II. During the Holocaust, the Japanese had killed many Chinese people. The atomic bomb dropped by Tibbets not only ended World War II, but also the killings of millions of Chinese people. As a matter of fact, my grandmother could have been killed in World War II by Japanese invaders. The two other events that have greatly impacted me were World War I and the Industrial Revolution. World War I helped me gain respect for people who fight for our country and those who protect us every day. Through their sacrifice and suffering, the Allied soldiers stopped the invasion on Paris. I admire people who protect the freedom of speech and civil rights. The Industrial Revolution created many of the things I use today. Without the Industrial Revolution, I wouldn't be living a luxurious life in a city. Instead, I would be living in the countryside on a farm working day and night. I wouldn't have a phone, a computer to type my essay with, or a car to take me to school. I wouldn't even have school. The Enlightenment and freedom of speech were two ideas that impacted me. The Enlightenment was a change from a traditional rule where people believed that kings were meant to rule you because God said so. From a tradition, instead, they made scientific discoveries, and started thinking that they could fix things with rational thought. The Enlightenment started many revolutions, including the American Revolution. The Declaration of Independence marked the beginning of American independence. As a result, I am a citizen of the United States of America, rather than a colonist who is bullied by the British. The United States is a democracy. Democracy gives me the freedom of speech and religion and a voice in the government. The Declaration of Independence and Treaty of Versailles are two documents that impacted me. The Declaration of Independence marked the beginning of a legitimate democratic government in the United States of America, which is the country I now live in. The Treaty of Versailles culturally impacted me. It ended World War I, but set up Hitler for power, which started World War II. During World War II, the Japanese were killing millions of Chinese. Some members of my grandmother's family were killed during this time, which reflects the personal impact on my family. In conclusion, many of these events in history have culturally and personally impacted me. All of them have impacted who I am today and who I will be in the future. Some of them impacted what I do in my daily life and what I own. History is important because in struggle has positive and negative effects.